Hello. Today's topic is what options exist in resolving your tax problem. Today here with me is Mr. Alan Goldstein, enrolled agent.
Hi, I'm Alan Goldstein, enrolled agent. We serve clients nationwide, help them resolve their tax problems regardless of where they live. You can reach us at 786-592-2476 or our website, taxliennotice.com. With me today, we're going to be discussing frequent questions that are asked and some of the options that we have. Peter?
Yeah, Alan, what is an offer in compromise?
An offer in compromise is a program that the IRS offers that is reserved for people that want to make an offer to the IRS to settle their tax debt. Now, what does that mean? Simply that you take an amount that's owed. The IRS evaluates your situation and sees if you're able to pay it or not, or if you're able to, if they reduce the amount and you offer a less amount if it's in the best interest of the IRS. And usually this works in the best interest of the client, and if it's done correctly, it gets approved.
Another relief, penalty abatements.
Right, penalty abatement. Penalty abatement is just a fancy way of saying that any penalty that the IRS gives against you will be eliminated. And what does eliminated mean? Well, basically, we complete some forms, we provide an argument, and then the IRS wipes out any penalty and interest that you may have. Not everyone qualifies, and not all penalties and interests are available, and it depends on the particulars of your case, your situation.
Alan, what are installment agreements?
Installment agreements is just another word of saying a payment plan. The IRS takes the debt that you owe and then divides it depending 72 months or whatever it is, and then comes up with a monthly figure that you're able to pay based on your income. There's some additional forms that need to be completed, but this is an option the IRS gives you so that you can resolve your tax debt.
What is a statute of limitations review?
Statute of limitations review means that we review your file to make sure that the statute of limitations has not expired. There's different statutes of limitation, and it depends on your situation and your assessment and a couple of other factors. But basically it just means that we check that your debt is still valid and it's not past the IRS time period that they have to collect.
Alan, what is an innocent spouse?
What is an innocent spouse? I don't know. All spouses are innocent. An innocent spouse defense exists in the IRS, and this usually happens more with women than with men. And this is the case where the women file their tax returns with their husbands, and usually the husbands are the ones that are in charge of the tax returns. But the IRS says that the spouse was innocent of any wrongdoing that the usually male spouse was doing. So for instance, the male spouse was including deductions in the tax return that the wife was not aware of, but yet the wife agreed to it. And this happens, and it's a defense that exists, and you have certain qualifications you have to meet and certain forms you have to fill out, and then that is the defense that we apply and separate the liability, and in some cases eliminate the liability, which means that you're not responsible for the debt for that particular year, for that particular return.
Alan, another relief is injured spouse. What is an injured spouse?
An injured spouse is a different type of relief that they have. And the injured spouse is used for a spouse that came into the relationship with the other party owing a debt. And what that means is, an example would be you married your husband, but your husband owed money to the IRS, and now because you might live in a community property state or not, now the IRS is after you for that debt because under law, you're both responsible for it. So that's why there's a separate area called injured spouse defense or relief.
Finally, Alan, what is currently not collectible status mean?
Currently not collectible status is a status or relief that the IRS offers, which places the account, you can think of it as suspended, which means that the IRS will place you in a currently not collectible status, status 53 or whatever they call it, and the IRS will not come after you during that period while you're there. They will not execute liens, levies, or whatever the case may be. And the reason that this is done is usually because you made certain requirements such as low income or whatever the case may be, and then the IRS will not come out after you, will not collect on that debt, and is subject to the statutes of limitation, and is subject to review every year, and the penalties and interest will continue to accrue. So you have not resolved the debt. So be careful of anybody that promises you that you will resolve the debt by placing you currently not collectible. You are not resolving the debt. You're just suspending the debt, and the penalties and interest will continue to accrue. My name is Alan Goldstein, and this is Peter Gonzalez. And if you would like for us to help you in any of these defenses, give us a call, 786-592-2476, or visit us at our website at taxliennotice.com. And I look forward to helping you taking care of your tax debt. Thank you.